Alright guys, TouchGrabber back again today. Hope you're enjoying your Tuesday so far once again. And in the second upload of the day, we're going to be talking about a brand new cheating device. I'm not exactly sure how new it is, but I hadn't heard of it until today. We've talked about so far this season the Cronus Max, the Strike Pack potentially being used to cheat in the amateur, the professional scene, who knows. Now there's a new device called the Cronus Zen. We'll look at exactly what this does today. Do you guys think anyone's using this in the professional league or even in the amateur side? It's not absolutely out of the question. They do have integrity cams, but look, we're on an online league. These kind of things are possible, and it's not a discussion that we really want to have, right? Given that in a console environment, it's quite difficult to cheat in theory, given that, well, back in the Black Ops 2 days, you would just throw in a mod, a mod menu or whatever and just play with that. On PS4, it's much more challenging to do so. However, using the third-party, like, mechanical hardware devices can make it possible. We'll look at some of the effects in a couple of minutes here. Like, if you guys enjoy the video, subscribe if you're new, as always. I would greatly appreciate it. Just to mention, I'm sure a lot of you guys checked out yesterday, there was, like, this zombies kind of hunt type of thing for the new Call of Duty game. Looks like potentially Summit maybe back as well. A couple of tweets on this talking about how, well, there's some teasers on the Summit map in Black Ops 4 for the next potential Call of Duty game. It looks like that may be the case here as well. So who knows exactly what the next Call of Duty looks like. Reveals are coming in the coming days, I believe, or at least some more teasers and stuff like that. I kind of wish they would just crack on, right, given they've made us wait long enough. Let's just put it that way. But who knows? Does this mean they're going to be bringing back multiple different Call of Duty games or multiple different maps? Let's put it that way, from previous Call of Duty games. The likes of Summit coming back once again. I mean, it was here in Black Ops 1, it was here in Black Ops 2 as a remake. I think they called it Uplink back in Black Ops 2 as like a DLC. Then it was, I don't know if it was in Black Ops 3. No, it wasn't in Black Ops 3, but Black Ops 4, they brought it back as well. So, yeah, whether it's coming back again, who really knows? But certainly that could be an option for the next Call of Duty game. They start bringing back Raid and Standoff once again. I wouldn't be opposed to that, but if they do that, hopefully at least we play them in competitive play at the very least. So, yeah, let's actually get on with this then. Just wanted to mention real quick as well, we've talked about this weapon update over the last few days. It looks like, as Ashton Williams says, that it's actually not going to affect the weapons like the M4, MP5 that the professional players use. That shouldn't be an issue come champs, but who knows, maybe they'll go back on their words. Infinity Wards aren't necessarily the most reliable developers, let's put it that way. This is what Aqua has to say yesterday then. Cronus Zen is a thing. How many of you use it? There is no way. So the reply to this, well, the initial reply from Blast says, you know, what are you exposing my methods for? Like, what are you playing at? Then we get this reply. So Parasite says, how do you think I use the RAM, bro? Zuma says, what's that? And, well, this is a TikTok that came out a while ago. This is you know, one of these classic things. It says how Swag and Nick Merckx play. I have no reason to believe that these guys actually are using this thing, but well, I'll put this video on screen for you guys real quick, just to talk about exactly what it does, what it's capable of doing, and well, potentially players are using this.
All right, how many of you guys know about this? And be honest. And if you don't, then you're cool. But if you do, then fuck you. Well, for those who don't know, this is a Cronus Zen. This is essentially hacks that you can put onto your console. You plug it in and it pretty much just mods your entire controller. Two most popular things it does is that it controls your recoil on FPS games, and it also boosts your aim assists insanely. You can literally set it up in the computer how you want your loadout to be, and it will make it to where that gun is the best and will give you the best aim assist for it. And even if you're a dum-dum and you don't know how to fucking work it, they made a tutorial for dummies.
And then as Lorita says in reply to this, also I think it's wireless, so it's not a thing that's visible unless you showed it. And yes, there is the question of integrity cams. I know people were talking about in the Reddit thread on this one how even these like online chess tournaments, they have like 3 or 4 cameras to make sure that the players aren't using like chess engines on their phone or whatever to find the best moves and stuff like that. I don't know to what degree the integrity cams are implemented right now into the game to the point where you could have something like this in play. But, you know, the fact of the matter is, even if it's not being used in the professional scene, and I honestly kind of doubt that players would, you know, risk their reputation by using something like this. But then again, let's not beat around the bush, right? There's $4.6 million on the line at champs. If you're going to use something like this, we're just going to give you like mods and an advantage within the game, like recoil reduction, aim assist. Apparently the aim assist thing isn't very good on this. People are just talking about it as if they actually had it. So I kind of hope that no one in the Reddit thread does have it, but they were saying that the aim assist addition doesn't really help because it doesn't like actually increase your aim assist in game. It can't do that, but it kind of it has a mod so that when you're hovering over a player, it'll like manually slow down more than it would. But apparently that's not actually too beneficial and messes with your muscle memory and stuff like that. But who knows? Maybe this would even be noticeable as well if a professional player was using it or something like that. Who exactly knows? But it's still not a device that we like to have to talk about and like to have to deal with within the competitive Call of Duty community. And as I say, even if professional players aren't using this, and I kind of doubt that they are, it's not out of the question that amateur guys are using this, because they definitely don't have the integrity cams for all of the amateur scene. It's something else that we really wish we didn't have to talk about. And of course, given all the accusations that have come out this season from a number of different players, like we heard Slacked earlier this season talking about how he thinks Awakening uses a strike pack, which is a similar thing that can, well, it has moderations, it has mods built in that can reduce recoil and stuff like that, and it has similar things like quick scope mods and all this kind of stuff for noobs like that. But yeah, definitely the recoil reduction mod could be beneficial, even though I'm pretty sure it's very negligible, to be honest, but could make some impact on one gunfight throughout the game, which may flip a spawn or whatever. You never really know what's going to happen, right? And well, if this is something like this coming into the game as well, which may be even more high-tech or more advanced, that's, well, it's an issue, right? Especially if the league is going to continue online going forwards. There has to be a way from the professional side, especially to make sure this is not happening and to crack down on this, whether it means introducing more integrity cameras or what it is, because, you know, the fact of the matter is, sometimes players are going to have a crazy gunfight or a crazy clip, and people are going to look at it and think, you know, damn, is he actually using one of these mods, given it's come to effect? And we need a way for the CDL to say, look, this is not the case. We have all the implementations in place to make sure this is not being used by any professional players. And then the question is, like, are amateur players using it, given there's a lot of money on the line there as well? And are some players going to think, well, damn, if I'm not using it and someone else is, maybe I should get one, right? Just to make sure I have that, the level playing field in a sense. And then everyone's cheating. Which is, well, kind of what Slasher implies here. Oh, just wonderful. Going to be really interesting to see who doesn't play well when LAN comes back. Wouldn't doubt people are cheating. Parasite says, honestly, in the pro scene, I think it's gas. You know, no one's going to do that and jeopardize their careers. IMO, especially the young stars. Then Slasher says, hey, I don't know. It seems really easy to get away with, just like, well, Adderall, basically. So, yeah, Slasher talking about this once again. It kind of comes full circle in this sense. And, well, it comes back to this tweet that we looked at earlier today with Slasher talking to Scrap, saying, I'm predicting a bigger fall off for some players than when we went from jetpacks to boots, saying that, well, some of these guys could be using this Cronus Zen cheats, and, well, what does that mean for next season? When we're finally back on LAN, are players going to significantly fall off? Is that just because they're not comfortable in a LAN environment, or is that because they were using something behind the scenes online to rake in millions and millions of dollars? Well, you know, questions are there to be asked. It's not a situation that we like to have to deal with, but I think it would be nice if the CDL were to come and say something about how the integrity cameras work and the impact that they have to reduce the likelihood of something like this, because, well, it's a question that's going around the community. The players are talking about it, and I'm intrigued to hear your thoughts down in the comment section below. Like if you guys enjoyed the video, subscribe if you're new. As always, I would greatly appreciate it. Thank you very much for watching, and I will see you next time.
Less than a minute. You're the last man standing. Bomb planted on Bravo. Defuse it. Enemy bomb defused.
It is.
No, why you let them do
It is.
that?
Lord, and we're